We're on the hunt for cavities, and the way I see it, any hole is a goal in this situation. Welcome back, modifiers, to another episode of the 2002 BMW Touring Restoration Project. That is a mouthful. Today, we're going to be looking at the seals and any cavities in the car that are going to need protecting. We've had most of the panels off the car and have inspected most of it, and we're quite happy with most of it. But moving forward, we want to make sure that it is absolutely well and truly protected, so we don't have any issues further down the track in 1 year, in 5 years, or in 10 years. So the plan is Brunox, brilliant product. Everybody swears by it. I've used it on the entire build of this car, and it really does what it says on the can. It converts rust and it epoxy primes at the same time. It's a really good primer to convert rust and leave a nice epoxy primer on the base of the car. So it kind of etches in as well, and it will work with epoxy primer that I'm using for the main primer of the vehicle when we get to priming it. So really good stuff, worth its weight in gold. Been using spray cans, and I've just picked up this 1 litre of liquid. The idea is to spray it through this underseal gun, and this underseal gun comes with a tube. Now this is what's going up into the cavities. Going to get up there with this, hopefully, and spray this. Unfortunately, unless I went and bought a particular gun off the internet for about $200, I couldn't find like an empty reusable, basically one of these, pot to go on here. So what I'm going to have to do is, we don't need to underseal yet. This is underseal. There's no Volt anti-gravel. I don't know how good it is or what it is. I literally picked it up because it was what was there in the shop. So I'm going to empty this out into a tub, try and save it, and then clean it out with some thinners, and there's our tub. And then we're going to spray into every cavity I can get until it's literally dripping out. Just hopefully this all works. There we go. It's not going as smooth as I thought. I thought we got most of the sand out, but it turns out we have not, and that's why I just popped that hole in there, because that sand cannot be in there. And I've just squirted liquid in there, which is not fun. So not fun at all. So plan B at the moment, and that is get all of the sand out. I thought most of it was out of the seals, but I was wrong. That happens, it's all good. Oh, we're done. I've gone around and filled up all the holes, but so man, did I have some issues with the car and getting this stuff in, the Brunox in with this hose, or the original one that was twice as long as that. So I'm guessing Brunox may be too thick, maybe, to spray through here, and I didn't have any acetone to thin it down, so I shortened the hose, and then we had a much better spray pattern coming out of here. So that kind of worked pretty well once we fixed that kind of crap. But I had to clean out we've got so much sand in this bloody thing that we had to go ahead and clean it all out and spend some time cleaning it. So yeah, one of the downsides of getting sandblasted, just how much sand is sort of accumulates in the seals and in the A-pillar. it's just mind-blowing. So we had to clean it out quite a bit. A lot of blowing and banging and rolling. So we got the sand out, and I've gone through, and once that was done, it really didn't take long to just poke the tube in the holes and spray in there and fill it up. And it got to the point where, as you can see there, it's dripping out. And what do we got? So it's dripping out the seal here and out of this square box here. And we've done everything where you kind of can't see and can't get to. So the seals, the chassis rails, these areas up here. This side, on the passenger side, there's a hole on the top you can get to. I think the fuse box was there. You can get to quite easily. On the other side, there is a little hole coming in from the there. That little hole there is the axis there. So I've done the A-pillars, and basically anywhere where you can't get to. So that's the car Brunox in the places where I was a bit worried about, in the front as well. Blasted the front because the front goes on these quite a lot, and we don't want the front to go on this again, because that's no fun to do, especially now it's getting so hard to buy the bits for them. So yeah, nice and Brunox, the car's all done. So the next step for the car is, because it's going turbo, we need to get a certification in our country, and to do that we need to basically do a few things to make the car a bit safer. So we've got to run 2 drive shaft hoops if I want to keep my fuel line and brake line down here somewhere. I've got to run 2 drive shaft hoops. So I'm going to run the fuel line, brake line, get some drive shaft hoops, get that all in there, and then we've got to mock up where the turbo sits on the engine and the subframe, so I can bolt the subframe in with the turbo mocked up and run the exhaust. So, but that means we've got to get the engine built. So the engine's not fully finished yet. So up next, we're going to finish the engine and then start working on getting this thing ready to accept everything. Yeah, really exciting stuff. So once we start moving ahead, we've got the engine done, got it mocked up with the turbo, the subframe, we start making the exhaust, and then we can start looking at getting the rest of the body finished, get the 5-glass panels on, and really start moving on. That's us for this episode. If you like this, please don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button and that little notification bell, and we will see you in the next one. Don't forget to see my ID. Peace.